Hi friends, this is Katya, the vegan powerlifter, and today I want to talk about bodies and the fact that we forgot how bodies look. I've recently started going to the pool and, locker room, you see other women changing, and even if you try not to pay attention to anybody around you, that passes your line of sight. And what I've realized is those people look drastically different than anybody that we see anywhere else, primarily on social media. Social media is so pervasive with our lives, but we forget that we mainly see celebrities, people who want to be seen, freaks. So, people like something, oh wow, the wow effect. They don't click on boring, they click on, oh my gosh, he's so big, she's so lean. She has such big boobs, or like something else that just stands out. We're not going to click on boring. We're not going to see a lot of kids. Kids, I think, shouldn't have social media, aren't allowed. I don't know. Starting what age can you have like Instagram and Facebook accounts and YouTube? Unless your parents are trying to monetize you. Let me know in the comments, because I don't know. But there's lots of kids and old people in the pool. I don't see those on social media. You kind of forget that we don't really look pretty as we age, and we kind of look odd before puberty. I basically looked like a little chubby kid while all my girlfriends in middle and high school started becoming more feminine, and I hated it. That's when I started experimenting with my first diets. I was 14 and it's really sad. I think the most girls in the world start experimenting with at least some kind of diets by age 15. I'm going to have to check the statistic, but I do remember seeing something along these lines, which is alarming. That is just so alarming. But yeah, we don't really see ordinary people without clothes and then kind of realize that I don't look that awful. But we do look at our reflection in the mirror, and then we are scrolling on the phone at the same time, checking out, I don't know, Demi Moore's looks after watching The Substance and thinking, oh shit, she's 60 and I'm 30. I look like ass and she looks amazing at that age, and we compare ourselves. We see a picture either of celebrities or models or people who want to be seen and want to present like a fake representation of their reality to the rest of the world for whatever the reason, for selling us info products, or maybe because they're just unhappy and that's their way of escapism. And then we get into mental distress out of realizing that we are not like that, and that maybe we should be like that, and that everyone is like that, because social media creates a distorted picture that more people are like that. Like, there are more people on social media than in the office and in your circuit of relatives and friends. So I think that makes us really unhappy. Let me know if you kind of started paying attention to people around you more, and that we are normal, like ordinary people, and that is okay to be like this, rather than to be like a photoshopped image of a celebrity online, or rather than whether you strive to still look better and younger and do a lot of things like to yourself and to your body to kind of get more social media-esque in your looks, out of like guilt or fear that nobody will love you, or like shame, because I definitely used to do that. And only recently, when I started going to therapy and really paying attention to what my values are and what I want out of life, I started realizing that social media is just a fake reality, and it just exists. It's a part of our lives now, but it should not dictate how we should be or how we should feel about our bodies. I highly recommend that you look up the photo shoot of athletes by Howard Schatz. He shot Olympic athletes who are vastly different, people, depending on the sport, of course, and they're all wearing just black underwear, regardless men or women. Of course, professional lighting, they're covered in oil or tan, or I'm not sure, but like they're beautiful shots that were meant to not just be good shots, but also showcase the difference in our bodies. And of course, keep in mind, those are athletes who have potentially been athletes for their entire lives. Of course, those are shot with professional equipment. But even that shows how different their bodies look. Like somebody who is a runner is going to look different than somebody who is a weightlifter or a sumo martial artist. So yeah, definitely check that photo shoot out, and I really hope that you stop comparing yourself to other people, regardless on social media or in real life, and only base your body awareness and happiness that you receive out of having the body that you have from what it does, how it feels, and not how it looks. Because how it looks really is mainly our perception. Like, yeah, you see that in the mirror, but I think our brain puts a lot of distortions on processing that image before we feel some kind of way after looking at our naked body. Let me know what you think on the topic and how you feel when you see yourself in the mirror, with or without clothes, whether you feel better when you see yourself with clothes. I find that a lot of clients of mine who I asked to take photos in a bikini, mainly to check postural disorders when they start training with me, they cannot do it. A lot of them are like, I refuse to look at myself in the mirror without clothes. And I'm talking women. I mainly train women. And that is just really sad to me. Like, what has our society done to our mental health if we just cannot look at ourselves naked in the mirror and be like, that's a body, that's a sack of bones and meat and some electricity covered in skin. We're just little meat sacks. Yeah, that's kind of sad. And as a person who's had body dysmorphia, I can tell you that I used to have way too many feelings looking at my body, especially after bodybuilding competitions. It did take a lot of therapy to kind of get out of the mentality that looking a certain way will make me feel a certain way necessarily. Like being lean and sculpted will make me feel happiness, or being like weighing bigger, not even being bigger, like visibly seeing that I'm 1 or 2 pounds more, but seeing that on the scale would make me feel worse and more worthless. So yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts on how to regulate those negative emotions that naturally come to us. If you have succeeded doing that, I think it will be very useful for other people to read. And I'm going to wrap it here. Please check my free resources in the comments, whether you want high protein vegan food infographics or powerlifting starter guide. I have a free one and an affordable book. And of course, if you're looking for a savvy coach that will lead you through your strength journey and advance your skills in the gym, you're welcome to apply for one-on-one coaching or get one of my non-custom programs at veganpowerlifter.com. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.